agreed with the need to revise Marx, but in a different direction. Whereas Bernstein wanted to update Marxism towards justifying reformism, Sorel maintained that revolution is the way forward. But to him, revolution was not something that arises out of the inherent contradictions of capitalism, but out of a conscious, spiritual choice by the proletariat, which needs to be assisted by the power of myth. He had apparently found the underlying spiritual and irrational truth in Marxism, a truth the orthodox Marxists had not understood, according to him. Quote, "A fully developed class is, according to Marx, a collectivity of families united by traditions, interests, and political opinions." Now, if you've actually read Marx, you would know what a big load of nonsense this is.
Yo, let them cook! This concept of a fully developed class in Marxian historical materialism, presented by Sorel, makes perfect sense when we understand the materialist dialectic between production and consciousness. If you accept historical materialism, then you must necessarily believe that material production forms the base spring for consciousness, ideology, traditions, institutions, etc. Spiritual life is animated by a procession of production. You must also believe that each class has a distinct ideology that proceeds towards being fully developed. Therefore, a class in the final instance is a collectivity of families united by shared political opinions, interests, and traditions, because this is how the relations of production organize a class movement. Revolution is a conscious participation that, while conforming with general historical laws, is in the last instance a conscious participation guided by a grand historical myth or narrative that animates political action. A myth here is a material force, just as language is. Sometimes ideal forces become so aggregated and systematized that they become a material historical force. A class is, yes, a collectivity of families, not a collectivity of polycules or abstract production units named only by ciphers. At least not yet. So this is how intra-class relations are established, an intercession of families and associations. I don't know why this quote by Sorel is so controversial. Just because something isn't in your book of accepted ideas doesn't mean it isn't true. Just because something escapes your Anglo-box Marxism or isn't in a Richard Wolff 101 on Marxism doesn't mean it isn't true.